Hello, my lovely friends, and welcome. Are you ready for a super sweet story? It's all about a little dog who was loved so much he got just a few too many yummy treats. It's called A Triumph of Surgery. Let's jump right in.
First, I have a question for you. Do you think it's possible to love a pet too much? Can all those cuddles and treats ever be a bad thing? Let's find out together in our story.
All right, first up, a pampered pup's problem. Let's meet the star of our story and see what's going on.
And here they are. This little doggy is Tricki, and that's his owner, Mrs. Pumphrey. Oh, she just adores him. But one day, a very kind vet saw them. And you know what? He felt a little bit worried.
The vet thought Tricki was so round and chubby that he looked just like a little sausage with 4 tiny legs sticking out. Can you imagine that? That's not really how a healthy, happy puppy is supposed to look, is it?
So, what was the problem? Well, Mrs. Pumphrey thought Tricki seemed a little sad. So, to cheer him up, she gave him all his favorite yummy things. We're talking cream cakes, chocolates, everything. But she didn't know that all those special treats were actually making him feel sick.
And very soon, poor little Tricki felt so poorly that he didn't even want to eat his favorite food. He just wanted to lie on his rug all day long and had no energy to play or go for walks. Ah, poor Tricki.
Okay, on to our next part, the vet's drastic plan. The vet, Mr. Harriet, knew he had to do something fast to help Tricki. So he came up with a very important plan.
He had to tell Mrs. Pumphrey something really hard. The only way to make Tricki better was for Tricki to come and stay at his animal hospital for 2 whole weeks. Oh, Mrs. Pumphrey was so sad to be without her precious puppy.
And just look at all the things Mrs. Pumphrey wanted to pack for him. Special beds for the daytime and the nighttime, his favorite toys, different bowls for breakfast, lunch, and supper, and even a whole lot of tiny little coats. But the smart vet knew Tricki wasn't going to need any of that stuff to get better.
So what was life like for Tricki at the vet's place? Well, I can tell you it was very different from his life at home. Let's see what happened.
When Tricki first got there, all the other dogs at the hospital ran up to meet him. They sniffed and sniffed him, but poor Tricki was just too tired to even wag his tail. So they decided he was a bit boring and ran off to play without him.
Oh dear. Now you might be thinking the vet used some strong medicine or maybe even did a big surgery, right? But nope, his cure for Tricki was actually super simple.
Okay, so here was the vet's secret plan. For 2 whole days, Tricki only had water to drink. That's it. Then, on the 3rd day, he got a little tiny bit of food. And what was the most important part? He had to run and play with all his new doggy friends every single day. No more lazing around on cushions for this little guy.
And look what happened. Tricki started to feel so much better. He found out how fun it is to be part of a group, running in the grass, tumbling around with his new friends, and playing fun games. He was finally acting like a real dog again. Yay!
Wow, what an amazing change. Before, Tricki was tired and slow. But in just 2 short weeks, he was full of energy, so happy and playful, and really strong. He went from being a little bloated sausage to a proper, healthy, muscular dog. Finally, our last part, a triumph of what? So after 2 weeks, Tricki was all better. It was time to go home. And Mrs. Pumphrey was so excited she could barely wait to see him. And what a happy reunion it was. The second Tricki saw Mrs. Pumphrey, he took a giant leap right out of the vet's arms and into her lap. He was so happy, licking her face and wagging his whole body with joy. With happy tears rolling down her cheeks, Mrs. Pumphrey thanked the vet. She said, "Oh, Mr. Harriet, this is a triumph of surgery." She really thought he must have done a big, complicated operation to fix her little dog. But we know the real secret, don't we? It was much simpler than that. So you see, this story teaches us a really important lesson. The best way to show our pets that we love them isn't only with extra treats. The best kind of love is giving them healthy food, taking them on fun walks, and spending lots of time playing together. That's the real triumph.